people know when you're coming after them for something.
Yeah.
Everybody is looking out for the big shot.
Yeah.
But what about making regular friends? You know, I've prayed a difficult boss into promotion.
Wow.
Yes, I don't wish
and
you.
it's good for you,
Yeah,
right?
I don't wish you bad. I wish you success. You succeed away from me. There were times that I got offers and there were times that I didn't. And I'll be like, hey, hold me.
Imagine.
But it got me thinking, why? Why didn't they call me back? As much as you need to work hard, you need to be consistent in what it is that you're doing. And women, I'm sorry, we're guilty of it a lot. I hear people say things like, I've been pregnant before. You have not been pregnant
with
this
my
other person's
pregnancy.
pregnant.
Yes.
Your pregnancy is not her
very
pregnant.
Different.
It's two pregnant. You have to sense check.
I
My
was
dear,
getting what value?
you'll be
What you
thinking that
said.
you are fried rice.
Oh my God.
You realize that you are
white rice.
concussion rice.
My name is Orabuche and I'm your host for Tiki Talks. What is Tiki Talks, you might say? Tiki Talks is your career and business podcast where you learn about how to grow and how to navigate on your career and business journey. Did you just finish school? Are you 0 to 5 years out of school? There's definitely one or two things that you can learn on Tiki Talks. So make sure you follow us on YouTube and IG. Tiki Talks is TIKKYTALKS. Tiki Talks. Ensure you're following us and catch up on all the other previous episodes that we have on YouTube and on Instagram. See ya. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Tiki Talks. And today I have with me my very good friend Ifeanyi Orabuche. Ifeanyi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. I hope I'll behave myself.
I hope we'll behave ourselves.
I hope so. But Ifeanyi is my very good friend. But it's so good to have friends that inspire you, you know, that push you to be a lot more. And that's the beauty of friendships, you know, not just the vibes and inshallah, you know, not just the trips to Morocco.
Yeah.
Because we went to Morocco,
Yeah.
you know, and not just the play dates with the kids and all that, but then people that truly inspire you to want to be better, want to do more, and want to be more. And that's, I'm so happy that I have Ifeanyi in my corner, right? So Ifeanyi just recently got a big promotion and we were all like, wow. So for people that don't know, her role is now BEO. It sounds very, you know,
Well, yeah, so,
you know, in our office where we work, we have a lot of these acronyms.
I've gotten so many. My friends always go like, I know that people are celebrating something big,
but what is BEO? BEO is Business Executive Officer. Like, it sounds like Oga at the top. And yes, so it is Oga at the top. Right? So she recently became the BEO of the second biggest, right? Yeah. The second biggest category in Nestle Central and West Africa. So I know big people in my corner. Yeah. You know, when they are talking about big people, it's my friend, right? So yeah, and you know, Ifeanyi is somebody that her journey has inspired me. You know, there were times when it seems as if her career was stalling, and then all of a sudden, in the last couple of years, like the light of the Lord just shined on her, and I'm like, it's only you that this light is shining on. But there's something that you are doing. You will tell us today. Okay. You will tell us that thing that is making the light to be shining on it. So welcome again, Ifeanyi.
Thank you so much.
So tell us about yourself. You know, what don't we know about you? What don't people know about you? Right.
Like you mentioned, I'm somebody that I think one of the biggest things about me might sound cliche, but people matter the most to me. I'm somebody that is so big on making impact on people. And I think, I mean, we'll get to the meat of career journey and all of that, but all through my journey, I think the one common thread is how do I honor God and how do I also make sure that I leave lasting impact on people? Because I believe that we're sent to this earth for a purpose. You're in the family that you are for a reason.
Yeah.
You're the wife to the husband that you are for a reason.
Yeah.
You're a mother to your kids for a reason. You're a friend, sister. We're just situated in whatever position we find ourselves for
a particular reason.
So
Amazing.
that has really been my.
Sorry to cut you short there, but what Ifeanyi mentioned about people, you know, when I told Ifeanyi about coming on board on this show, you know, and I know how tight her schedule is. She's had to fly to 4 different countries in the last 5 countries, right? So, as you know, as a big madam, her schedule is quite tight. And even me, I was even scared that, let me be respecting myself before I ask her something. And I just asked her, and she was like, no, I'll do it. That if it's for my friend, I will do it. I was blown away. And this is not the first time she has said it. For every time I've asked her for something, she has not said no. She'll say, oh, I'll do this for my friend. And she always made me realize that, you know, because I am her friend, she's going the extra mile for me. And she makes it clear that people matter. You know, so before we even get into the meat of the career journey, you know, one thing I just wanted to say is, yes, you might be all about career growth, you want to climb the ladder and everything, but you're working with people. Yeah. You are not working with goats or with paper and all that, right?
And let me just chip in something there, because there's a concept that people run with that, to be honest, I dislike that word, and it's networking. I dislike it because it's become so transactional in the career
and monotonous.
It's like, I mean, people know when you're coming after them for something. Yeah. You know, typically after the big conferences or the big engagements, everybody is looking out for the big shots. But what about making regular friends? What about making 1 or 2? Every time I have the opportunity to attend something, I just try to make 1 or 2 meaningful connections. Because we're so big on appearances that we underestimate people. I have made friends with CEOs without even realizing. I've made friends with, you know, people that I realize, oh wow, this chick is like the corporate something at Stanbic IBTC. Like, you know, you just connect with people without any exchange. Seek to give people value. Value will always come back to you. Today, Oreo, we became friends when, I mean, you and I, you were just a planner.
A bloody planner.
You were a planner. I was a graduate trainee and then a specialist. And at that time, even though we had big dreams, you probably had not yet seen being the regional head of customer service. Neither had I seen my own position, in all honesty. But we have connected and added value to each other over the years. Correct. You connect up, connect down, connect in between. And so that's, for me, what is really, really important. Don't underestimate people. Don't put people in boxes. This is what I need from this person. This is what I need from this person.
I love what you said about that networking thing, because I've been to conferences where I've had to speak, and then after, you now see people crowding, you know, can I get your number? And I asked myself, and honestly, it was a good experience for me. Why? Because when I was also at a conference where I was a nobody, you know, and I saw people crowding around one particular person, I asked myself, those people that came, you know, that collected my number, my IG and everything, what came out of it? Nothing. Nothing. So it made me take a step back to say, okay, this networking thing that people talk about, like, do I have something of value? I would rather talk to somebody where, when I have a connection, when I have something meaningful, you know, right? And it's not just about talking to somebody, you know, saying hello, making your mark and everything, but that real connection, is it there? And I'm happy that you've helped us to debunk that myth.
Yeah, honestly, like, people talk about, I want to connect this with this person. I want this person to be my mentor.
Oh, don't go there.
Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Like, Oreo, for example, aside from the fact that you're my friend, I take out time to listen to you. You probably don't know, I tune into your church programs. I listen to you. Yeah, I listen to you when you speak, because I don't always have to. If I want to get value from you, I need to find where you invest value and invest behind it. I need to listen to your podcast. I need to invest in my own way behind the platforms that you speak. So it's the same thing. If you really, really feel like you want to connect with somebody, if that person has something out there, a book, buy the book. If the person has a podcast, listen to the podcast.
True.
If you genuinely are seeking value from that person, the person has several outlets where they're letting out value. Connect with it.
And not just, let's take a picture together. And then you post on IG and then you tag them, oh, I met this person, and you know. Interesting. So let's get into the meat of it. Let's talk about your career journey. You've been in Nestle for how many years?
Almost, this year is my 12th.
Wow. And I met some Gen Zs the other day, and when I told them how long I had been in Nestle, like they looked at me like I was
dinosaur.
old. Like,
dinosaur for sure.
Honestly, I felt intimidated at some point. Am I that old? Like, I felt like I had not been doing anything with my life.
In the Alpha and Gen Z balance,
oh my God! Like, I felt like, what have I been doing in my career? Like, I was just sitting down in Nestle for 12 years. I know, even though, I had moved through, I had gotten promoted a couple of times and all that, but it just felt, but you know, now that you have become BO, nobody can even ask you that question. Nobody can say, what have you been in Nestle for 12 years? The people that have been moving up and down, are they BO? They are not BO. So tell us about your career journey and how it has been so far.
Honestly, I'm grateful to God for my journey, because it's been a mix of low lows and high highs. I say low lows because, I mean, you're my friend, you probably know that. There was a point at the start of my career that I felt like I was standing still. I probably have never said this publicly, but there was a time there was a movement within my team, and I felt like something was taken away from me. And I remember I heard God so clearly say that part of your job is to enable this person's success.
Wow.
It's one of the most difficult things I've had to obey, because I'm like, okay, if they think you're that special, do it. But God has proven himself faithful. A lot of times I have to apologize to people to say, when I talk a lot, I have to reference God. But I think here it's
no apologies needed.
No apologies needed, right? But it's really it's been a journey of a lot of learnings as well. I have stayed the length of time that I have stayed for several reasons. There's been an exchange of value. As much as I have put in value into the organization, if not, I probably would not be where I am. But I have gotten so much value. I can't put it into words. I've really, it's like the caterpillar, becoming the butterfly. Every time there's a cocoon, there's a possibility to go two ways. It's either you're going to get a moth or you're going to get a butterfly. And I've been blessed and fortunate to be able to blossom. I've had very difficult bosses, but I've learned amazing lessons from them as well.
But let's pause a bit on the difficult bosses, because I remember one time there was a thread on toxic bosses, right? So is there a difference between a toxic and a difficult boss? And then how do you handle or get the best out? Because nobody is perfect. Even we as bosses, there are probably times when our people have cried. Because
sorry.
Sorry.
My bad.
One of my direct people still cried like 2 weeks ago. But I needed her to cry that cry to achieve the result. But anyway, so let's talk about difficult and toxic, and how do you get the best? Because I hear someone, oh, my boss is toxic, I can't take it anymore, imagine he told me this and blah blah blah. So how do we navigate that and get the best out of them?
I tell people that what you need to realize is that people value people that make them succeed. They may not like you, and it's amazing when you make friends in the workplace. It's amazing when work becomes family. But understand that it's not compulsory. It's great. It's something that I always seek to build. But it's an expectation that I don't demand. If we're not friends, it's cool, it's fine. So long as we can establish some sort of mutual respect and get the job done. It's okay. Yeah. But if we can evolve to be friends, family, that's even amazing. Beautiful. So I take that as a gift. So it's important to quickly establish what is the value that is important to that boss. There are some people that they are toxic. They're just broken. You can't fix them.
Yeah.
If you're working with a broken boss, do your best to give value, bid your time, do the things that you're supposed to do, and pray. Oh yes, pray. Things happen. You may eventually get other opportunities. Yep. The person, I've prayed a difficult boss into promotion.
Wow.
Yes, I don't wish
and
you.
And it's good for you,
yeah,
right?
I don't wish you bad. I wish you success. You succeed away from me.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's such an interesting perspective.
Yes.
Right? Because most people pray that difficult boss will lose his job.
Never.
He will be sacked. But if he gets into promotion,
good.
It's out of your face.
Exactly. It's out of my scope into, other challenges as well. And sometimes you have to also try to understand, why are people difficult? I've also had bosses that come across as difficult, but empathy is not, I like empathy because it's different from kindness, but people kind of mix it up. Empathy is really putting yourself in people's position. And sometimes you need to take a step back and put yourself for one day in your boss's position. These people are real people with feelings, with difficulty. They are real people dealing with real challenges, sometimes overwhelming challenges. Sometimes we add to the challenges we don't even know. So it's all a mix. So I say, step back and think about, what is it that if I do for this person, even if they don't love me or like me, they will respect me. Respect is enough.
So we should aim for respect, and not like.
Aim for respect. If you get like and love, all well and
good. Interesting. All right. So on you mentioned that there were times when it felt like you were stuck. So at those times, weren't you under pressure to, find something else, move, and why didn't you?
I don't know whether I should say this, because maybe my bosses will come across this. Now, if my bosses see this, just know that it's before. Now I've calmed down.
All things have passed away.
All things have passed away. But there was a time I had a policy of actually doing interviews every year.
Funny enough, let me pause. Ifeanyi told me that thing. I remember you told me, right? And guess what it helped me to do? It helped me to, because I was getting rusty.
You have to sense check,
I was getting, what value?
You'll be thinking that you are fried rice.
Oh my God.
You realize that you are concussion rice.
Seriously, it helped me. It helped me to brush up, even on my talking. How do I sell myself?
Exactly.
Am I selling myself up? I may be adding value. People might be saying my value where I am currently, but there's a part about selling your value, because these people that you're interviewing with, they don't know you from anywhere.
Exactly.
They don't know you, so you need to be able to sell yourself.
What's your elevator speech? Okay, I'm trying to be very proper on this podcast, by the way. I can be very rough around the edges. I've asked someone before, I like when my people challenge me, by the way. I'm that kind of leader. Like, give, I can take it. So I can, I give it, but I can take it.
Take it,
right?
Yeah.
And I remember one time I was having a conversation with someone, and the person was talking about, I'm supposed to be ready for this, I'm supposed to be in this position. And I just asked one question. Oh yeah, tell me, what have you done? Okay, this whole I should be. Tell me your success story. Well, tell me, you know what? Tell me 2 things. Don't even go too far. 2 solid things that you've achieved in your career. And the room went quiet.
Wow.
We're very good at placing demands. But a lot of times, why I like interviews, because most of the time, internal facing conversations, people know you, so they are able to extract your value.
Exactly.
But when you have those external facing conversations, you have to think and extract your value yourself and articulate it in relevant language. Sometimes it makes you also think like, hey, maybe this thing I think I am, I need to work a little harder to be it. I'm still on my way there. So interviews helped me to sense check myself. There were times that I got offers and there were times that I didn't. And I'll be like, a whole me.
Imagine.
Imagine
if they should see you now.
These people did not call me back. But it got me thinking, why? Why didn't they call me back? I've also been blessed to have a lot of the HR people that I've engaged with. I've also been able to stay in touch with. Very interestingly, a number of them. And I remember one particularly in a multinational. And even though I eventually didn't move, we would always talk because she was like, Ifeanyi, there's so much more to you.
Wow.
I don't know if your organization realizes it, but I need you to always realize it. So for me, those kind of conversations were very important. In terms of why exactly I did not or I have not moved, many reasons wrapped in one. Value exchange. Value exchange, whether financially, whether even in terms of what I learn, I've managed to stay stimulated. You know me very well. I'm very restless. The other day, your husband was teasing me to say, hi, woman come, no, they stay one place. I'm quite restless. I do a million things at once. So I've also been fortunate to be in a position or be in positions where I've been stimulated with, maybe overstimulated sometimes because wahala plenty, but that has been good. Also, I have to say that I have been in an organization that is very people-centered and has supported me through the most integral parts of my journey. One very close to my heart is through motherhood. You probably know this story as well better than a lot of people, that at the time when I just started having kids, I struggled. Oh, Jesus, I struggled. You know, I struggled with my first child, having so many hospital visits. And I think those were one of my first lessons in empathy because I had a boss that was, oh my God. Before work from home became a thing, I had work from hospital.
I remember those days that I would call you.
Like when my phone...
Oh, they've done test. The test is
Then when my phone rings, literally, my heart will skip a bit like, God, what again? You know? And having support in those times, having something as basic then as having a crash in the office.
Yeah.
I think people that work in Nestle probably take it for granted, but I have friends in so many other spaces, and that thing took such a huge load that, honestly speaking, it did not make sense. You see, those years, those motherhood years. It wasn't even.
It didn't even cross your mind.
It wasn't even. So we just do the interviews, right? Just to know, but it wasn't even. So it wasn't even about the money at that time. It was about the peace of mind that my child is just a walking distance from me. I can check. I can breastfeed. I can, I can monitor what is happening. Those things were...
If I hold that thought, I feel that we need to unpack this a lot more. So we'll be back for the concluding part of this episode with Ifeanyi. And till we see you again, my name is Orabuche from Tiki Talks. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. That's TIKKYTALKS. And then follow us on Instagram as well. Till I see you again next time, it's me signing out. Bye.